can't remember when I decided to. I just kind of always was encouraged to do something in the trades, and it was easy to tell people to be an electrician than say you don't know, because then they bug you about it. So yeah, I don't know, probably I was pretty definite grade 11, sometime in grade 11, that I was gonna try it out for sure. The money, and there's a lot of different fields you can go into. You can be residential, commercial, industrial. There's just a lot of stuff to do, and you're always thinking and challenging yourself. And it's a pretty secure job. Everybody's always going to need electricians. Yeah, it was mom and dad mostly that encouraged me. They didn't say electrician, but do something in the trades, and it seemed like a good job. Plumbing was dirty, welding, there's a lot of work involved, and carpentry, it's too much outside work for me. I don't like being cold all the time. And teachers, yeah, they realized it was a good career to get into. Yeah, kind of, but at the same time I don't really use anything. It's on the job, it's basic math. When you get to school, it's a little more complicated, but I'd say that English and sciences are pretty much useless for me, besides, you know, being able to talk, but that doesn't even really matter either. No, all you need to be an electrician is Math 20, and pretty much that's it. But you can, a lot of the bigger city schools offer electrical programs where you can go and work for a company for hours, and it actually counts towards your apprenticeship hours. And so you can do that, and just getting your maths mostly is all that's important. Not really. With electrical, you don't actually go to school. First you have to, well, you have two choices. You can go to pre-employment for 9 months, which is actual schooling, and you do a lot of hands-on stuff. It's about 50-50 practical and learning. Or you can go the way I did, and you just start working with the company and getting paid and working towards your hours. Then you go to school at the end of the year for 2 months. So no, it was more just I was going into the workforce, so it wasn't the same, and I enjoyed it. You don't get to choose what school you go to really. You go to SciAst, that's the only one. So if you're doing pre-employment, you can go to pretty well any of their campuses, but pretty much you're told when to go to school and where to go to school, so you just go wherever they tell you to. Yeah, you only go for 2 months every year, so they're super short. It's a break from work because you only go for 6 hours a day, so it's kind of like a vacation, but the course is pretty intensive, so you have to do your homework or else you fall behind and stuff. You actually couldn't just bullshit your way through. You have to do the work, and you have to study and stuff. You can't just coast.
Okay, is that all you have to say?
Yeah. Okay, install conduit, run wire, terminate MCCs, place MCCs, hook up generators, fix plugs, fix lights, install lights and plugs. Just anything that has to do with electrical, I do most of it, a little bit at least. You're always challenging yourself. There's always new stuff coming out. Every day is different. And what I don't like, digging. I don't like to dig. And it can actually get pretty dirty and dusty sometimes, and if you're doing a lot of big cables, working in trenches, it gets muddy and stuff. Yeah, I really like my job. You're always learning new stuff is coming out. You can't really get bored. If you get bored in one area, you just move to a different one. And yeah, eventually I'd like to start my own business and be a boss. So it's probably what I'll do for the rest of my life. Go to pre-employment, just put a lot of resumes out. There's a lot of companies that are looking right now. There's a big demand for them, so just try and get into the workforce, even if you're just a laborer, or get some construction experience so they know that you've done something in the trades already.